And as I was seeing the fruits of the spirit of my parents and my family, I started to realize that, okay, there's something that is not happening. There's the inner work is not happening. The inner journey with Christ. I don't feel Christ in my house. I don't feel the Spirit in my surroundings, in my environment. Only when we go to church, we're clapping and we're singing and we're doing all of this stuff, and it felt very performative. It didn't feel as though, we were living as the disciples, as, someone who was called to be set apart was living. And yo, blessings, guys. It's Obi here, Obi Psalms. Today I'm going to be sharing a different sort of video, my first sort of video like this. It's my testimony, my walk with God, my walk with Christ. I just want to take you into this journey, and so in a sense, my testament, walking with God. So, alright, let's get started. Let me just get into it. So, I was raised in like a Nigerian household. My mum and dad were both Christian, you would say. They both practice differently. I think I'll get into that and how it bled into my life, like how they practiced and what they done and what they did not do. That's like my walk with God is definitely was impacted by my family, because of course when someone says they claim a religion, but you see their walk, you see how they act in real life, that's really going to make you question things and question, is this actually real? What's going on? So brought up in a Christian household. I used to go to church with my mum every Sunday with my 3 siblings, my 2 brothers, my sister. So I'd go to like a mass church, these mega churches, one called KICC. I used to the pastor was very wealthy, he had a good message, but was also getting a lot of money and living very lavishly upon the earth. Probably still is today. Used to come to the church with like a Hummer, like a big expensive car, and have the people in the church be like, wow, man of God, wow, like, yeah. But so going to a mega church, it was interesting. I believed in God. I had my own, belief in God, but it didn't feel personal. It didn't even feel as though they were even asking people to have a personal relationship with God. It was more support, this body. There's thousands of people here to support this body, and in you supporting the body, that is you, doing your work, doing your due diligence. But as I got older, and as I was seeing the fruits of the spirit of my parents and my family, I started to realize that, okay, there's something that is not happening. There's the inner work is not happening. The inner journey with Christ. I don't feel Christ in my house. I don't feel the Spirit in my surroundings, in my environment. Only when we go to church, we're clapping and we're singing and we're doing all of this stuff, and it felt very performative. It didn't feel as though we were living as the disciples, as someone who was called to be set apart was living. And so yeah, this was all inside my being, all inside my conscious. And I remember when I was young, and I went to my auntie's house, and they asked all the kids, everyone take a turn to say what you want to be when you're older. And I said I wanted to be a pastor. I think I was like 7 or 8 at this time, but it's such, like, already these are seeds which, now I'm older, these are seeds that my heart wanted to help people. And I may have seen like how everyone held this the pastor to such a high esteem and such a high place, and I was like, he's doing a good work. It seems like it's a good work. So in me, I wanted to share the good news, share the light of God, which I feel everyone is called to do. So in a sense, even now, there's a fulfillment of that now in me sharing my word and sharing my journey, my testimony with the world. That's from like 7 years old to 11. I want to go in like these like age groups. So now from 14 to 17, that's when I'm now becoming, in a sense, more myself. I'm more not trying to just fit in with everything. I'm just trying to also navigate, who am I, what do I like, and when you also have the social pressures of school and of society, all these things as well that I was dealing with, that we all deal with. But yeah, I ended up becoming more like a black sheep in my family, being a black sheep wherever I went. It felt as though whatever I done, I was always the odd one out, even in friendship groups and school dynamics. Like, although everyone would know me, everyone would be cool and, you know, show love to me, I would still be like the black sheep, the nomad. And yeah, that came into also my thinking. I was what people call these what's it called, conspiracies. Like I had an inkling. I just had an inkling. I had like a sixth sense to know that something on the earth is not right. There's a lot of things on the earth that let me just say, in this world, in society, that's not right, and we just think it's normal. And ever since I was young, I knew that was not the case.